Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Los Angeles Lakers status report against the Indiana Pacers, latest on LeBron James, Rui Hachimura, Maxi Kleber, and Bronny James. The Los Angeles Lakers are looking to hold their ground in the West, and that means doing everything they can to crack their three-game losing streak. Fortunately, the Lakers' injury report has been revealed for tomorrow's game against the Indiana Pacers, and it's good news for the purple and gold. In the Lakers' latest availability update, via Jovan Buha, Rui Hachimura and LeBron James are listed as probable, while Maxi Kleber is out with a right foot injury. Bronny James will also not be available as he's currently with the South Bay Lakers. After a 12-point loss to the Orlando Magic on Monday, the Lakers are desperate to get back on the right track and avoid slipping any further down the standings. Guys have been in and out of the lineup for weeks, but they are hoping to have everyone available against the Pacers tomorrow. Rui Hachimura made his long-awaited return against the Magic, but it seems he's still in the recovery process and is not yet 100%. Left patellar tendinopathy can take anywhere from 2 to 9 months to heal, and Rui may need to stay on a restricted schedule until he's back to full strength. At 40 years old, any injury to LeBron is going to be taken with an abundance of caution, but they believe LeBron James will be healthy enough to play. After suffering a left groin strain earlier this month, James was out of the lineup for weeks, but he finally made his return on Monday in the loss. While LeBron dropped 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists in the game, fans noticed that he wasn't quite right, and if he's feeling off tomorrow morning, the Lakers could still decide to sit him at the last minute. He's averaging 24.9 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 8.4 assists per game on 51.6% shooting. Regarding the situation with Maxi Kleber, nobody knows when we'll see him again. His return would be huge for the Lakers, considering their thin frontcourt, but he's not ready for action yet as he recovers from the foot surgery he had back in January. Finally, there's Bronny James. The young king is perfectly healthy by all accounts, but he's currently traveling with the South Bay Lakers. James has been in and out of the G League all season for increased reps, and he just had his best game of the season with a stat line of 39 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals on 14 of 21 shooting from the field. The Lakers should be at full strength for the upcoming back-to-back against the Pacers on Wednesday and the Bulls on Friday. At 43-28 this season, they've been good when healthy, and they are hoping to avoid any injuries that will disrupt their momentum. With 11 games left to play, the NBA playoffs are right around the corner, and now is the time for the Lakers to get it right. With LeBron James and Luka Doncic leading the way, Los Angeles should be poised for a strong finish this year, and they will not take it lightly. Thank you for being a valued reader of Fadeaway World. If you liked this article, please consider following us on Google News. We appreciate your support. Luka Doncic is proving he can defend on the Lakers. Stats show he is underrated in this category. The Los Angeles Lakers came flying into the month of March after going 9-2 over February and proving to the NBA that they were one of the best defensive teams in the NBA. They were achieving this defensive success while integrating Luka Doncic into the roster, something which has continued as Doncic has settled into the roster. Fingers were being pointed at Doncic again after a recent Lakers slump has seen their defense look porous once again. While fans were quick to blame Doncic's prevalence in rotations as the key factor, the statistics show that Doncic is leading the Lakers in defensive rating for March, as one fan pointed out. Doncic's individual defensive rating of 112.9 comes over 12 appearances this month, also leading the Lakers in steals, 1.8 per game, over this stretch. The next closest to him is Jared Vanderbilt, 113.8. The worst defender to have played in 10 more games is Gabe Vincent, 121.8, while Rui Hachimura, 136.2, holds the throne for overall worst through 4 appearances, including the Lakers' last 3 losses. The whole table of their players' defensive rating this month is very interesting. Lakers March individual defensive rating. 1. Luka Doncic 112.9. 2. Jared Vanderbilt 113.8. 3. Jackson Hayes 114.2. 4. Christian Koloko 116.3. 5. Jordan Goodwin 117.9. 6. LeBron James 118.9. 7. Trey Jemison 119.4. 8. Dorian Finney-Smith 119.6. 9. Austin Reeves 120.3. 10. Dalton Connect 121.5. 11. Gabe Vincent 121.8. 12. Shake Milton 123.8. 13. Cam Reddish 124.2. 14. Alex Len 127.5. 15. Bronny James 129.5. 16. Markieff Morris 132.2. 17. Rui Hachimura 136.2. There's no disputing that Doncic has a weakness as a perimeter defensive option, especially against other guards. However, the Lakers have put him in protected defensive situations with the guard picking his spots effectively to be arguably the team's best defender this month. Luka Doncic's defense is not perfect, but it's better than advertised. His defense has been rightfully questioned at points in the past, but many Dallas Mavericks fans know that Doncic has always shown flashes of elite defensive ability. Unfortunately, his offensive burden is so great that it's hard for him to be able to maximize his efforts on both ends of the court. He had a sub-110 defensive rating during his time with the Mavericks this season, but his overall numbers have settled at 111.1 defensive rating for the season. He even felt like he was having the best defensive season of his career before his December calf injury, during which he was traded to the Lakers. His March defense has still been worse than his season average, but he's been far more usable on that front than his teammates over this situation. Doncic has the frame to be a really strong post defender, especially against opposing power forwards. He can't be moved from his spot easily and is big enough to compete against most fours in the NBA right now. As a result, he has been put in similar situations in LA and rarely tasked with being the POA option on the opposing team's best player. Luka is averaging 27.2 points, 8.6 rebounds, and 7.8 assists in. Paolo Banchero continues historic form in win over Lakers. On Monday night, Franz Wagner delivered a stellar performance, scoring 32 points and dishing out 9 assists to lead the Orlando Magic to a 118-106 victory over the Los Angeles Lakers. Paolo Banchero continued his red-hot form, adding 30 points of his own in another standout performance. Banchero was efficient, shooting 9 of 17 from the field, knocking down 2 three-pointers and converting 10 of 12 from the free throw line. He also contributed 7 rebounds, 1 assist and 1 block. The 22-year-old has been on a tear in March, averaging 30 points, 7.7 rebounds, 4.2 assists and 1.3 steals while shooting an impressive 41.2% from beyond the arc through 11 games. With 3 games remaining in the month, Banchero has a chance to make history. If he maintains these averages, he will become only the 5th youngest player in NBA history to post 30 points per game while shooting at least 40% from 3 in a single month, according to StatMamba. Orlando's win also marked the end of a 6-game home losing streak. Second-year guard Anthony Black provided a spark off the bench, finishing with 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists in one of his strongest performances of the season. For Los Angeles, Luka Doncic matched Wagner's scoring output with 32 points, adding 7 rebounds and 7 assists. LeBron James contributed 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists, while Austin Reeves chipped in 18 points, including 8 in the first quarter. Despite leading at halftime, the Lakers were overwhelmed in the third quarter, getting outscored 34-18, which proved to be the turning point. The team has now lost 3 straight games and 7 of its last 10, dropping to 43-28. The Lakers remain in 4th place in the Western Conference, tied with the 5th-seeded Memphis Grizzlies, who are also on a 3-game skid. Meanwhile, the Magic have won 2 in a row, improving to 34-38. They currently hold the 8th seed, sitting 6 games behind the Detroit Pistons in 6th, who occupy the final guaranteed playoff spot. With just a few weeks remaining in the regular season, a play-in tournament appearance appears to be Orlando's most likely path to the postseason. Are you a fan? What do you think of Paolo Banchero's statement? Leave your opinion in the comments.